Hi, good evening. So this video that we're doing right now is geared around the technique, the Karategram. So we're going to be working on properly executing this technique and knowing how to do it on each direction. Now, the first thing that you have to remember is, depending on the direction that we're moving, that leg stays fixed on the ground. We're simply pivoting around that leg. So if I'm moving on my left hand side and I'm going to the 3 o'clock direction, this leg is going to remain here, and I'm simply going to use this right leg to step back, block, and now I'm facing 3 o'clock. Let's return to 12. Again, we're moving to 6 o'clock this time. So what's important for us to note is we're doing a defensive technique, so we're not moving towards the direction, we're moving away from the direction. So I'm going to step towards the camera, I'm going to step in front, and then pivot, block, punch. Very easy, and return to 12. Again, if we're moving to 9, this time I'm simply turning, pivoting, block, and return to 12. Then 12 o'clock being the most basic one, just like the regular one steps, we're just stepping back and block. Good. Over on the right hand side, the same applies, but remember the directions remain stationary. So that means 3 o'clock is always to our right hand side. So when executing 3 o'clock on the right, all I'm doing is stepping back, block. Very easy. Facing 3. Return to 12. Okay, and again, to reinforce the thought, remember, if we're moving to the right hand side, this time the right leg is not moving. Similar like when I was on the left hand side, the left leg wasn't moving, right? So this time we're moving to 6 o'clock for 3. And again, the same principle applies. We're not doing an offensive technique, so we have to step away from the attacker. So I step forward and pivot, block. Return to 12. Last one, 9 o'clock, right hand side. I'm stepping away from the technique. The right leg remains in front, block, and return to 12. Okay, excellent. So those are both directions. Now what we're going to be doing is, we're going to have an example, or we're going to be examining both of them back to back. So here, when I'm moving to 12 o'clock on my left hand side, the left leg remains in front. I simply step back and I'm in a left forward stance. I return to 12 on the right hand side, 12 o'clock, same technique, just step back. This time the right leg is in front. Return to 12. Okay, so we're going to be going to 3 o'clock now, and I'm going to be showing both left and right on 3 o'clock. So here, left leg first, facing 3 o'clock, I'm going to step back, left leg stays in its position, and we're facing the direction of 3. Return to 12, right hand side, the right leg will stay, and I'm stepping back, I'm facing 3. Moving towards 6 o'clock, remember when we're moving to 6, we're moving away from the technique because it is defensive. So my left leg is going to stay, and the right leg steps away, turn, we're in a 6 o'clock position. Return, right leg this time, step away, pivot, and return to 12. Now let's move to 9 o'clock, left leg first, right leg steps out, we're in a 9 o'clock position on the left hand side, and back to 12, right leg 9, step back, and return to 12. If you notice, or if you pay attention, you're going to realize that these techniques are basically just the opposite of each other. So 3's 9 is 9's 3, left's 9 is right's 3, right? So it's very basic, it's very simplistic. You just have to focus on the technique and try to work towards getting better each day, right? So keep practicing, keep focusing, and you're going to be good in no time.